Hey, beautiful humans. Thank you for tuning into the Love and Life podcast, the podcast where we talk about how to live and love authentically, whatever that might look like to you. I'm your host, Elizabeth Cunningham. Let's dive in. Hey, y'all. I am so excited to be starting my podcast again. It feels like coming home. It feels so good. It feels really exciting. It's just like walking in the door, just being like, this is it. This is where I'm meant to be. Where have I been? Where have I even been all this time? So I am so excited to be here again. And I wanted to share just a little bit about why I started up again, what you can expect, how this is gonna go, and how it could go or how it might not go. Because one of the things that I have been really learning about myself in having a business, in helping people in their relationships, in just creating content and hosting events, is that I'm not consistent. I have tried to be consistent. I have done my darndest to be consistent. Literally have been training inside of leadership spaces for years, decades, actually. Learning about how can I be most efficient, how can I be most successful, how can I be most effective, how can I do X, Y, and Z to make sure that people hear my message, blah 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 blah. And after years and years of training, I still suck at consistency. And whether that's just because I do, or it could be because I have ADHD and that's just not how my brain works. And so I have decided to really go with my brain, like how my brain actually feels good functioning, how the pathways in which that I can go down that I feel like I'm living a good life. Because in trying to be consistent and quote unquote successful, I've been stressed out. I haven't felt good. And I've been helping a lot of people, which is awesome. That is my goal. That is my mission. That's what I want. But in sacrificing my health, there's something missing, right? And so I opened back up this podcast channel because I love it, because I have a lot of ideas, because I love sharing, because I love talking. And when I think of something that I want to share, when I think of a lesson, when I am asked a question by a client or by someone on the internet that's a really good question, then I'm like, oh my gosh, I should share this answer broadly with everyone. This is such a great question. Everyone needs to be talking about this. Then I just have an opportunity to hop on here and do that. And so I can't say that I'm going to make a podcast episode every Tuesday. Like that's just not going to happen. It's not how I'm going to roll with it this time, because that's why I stopped making podcast episodes before, is because it was almost too structured for me. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I also wanted to share as well is that I have a YouTube channel. So my show, the Elizabeth Cunningham Show, that I worked on all last year, 2022, with the Transformation Network, is up on my YouTube platform, where I interviewed almost 50 people during the course of the year about sex, sexuality, alternative relationships, polyamory, non-monogamy, being queer, kink, everything from people's professional perspectives to people's personal perspectives. So that's on my YouTube channel right now. And again, I opened up my YouTube channel. And so I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to post YouTube videos. I actually opened up an OnlyFans account because I'm like, I love doing things that are more erotic and sexy. And that's been something that I feel like has been missing for me from my business, is that I talk a lot about relationships and communication, which I love doing. I love doing that. And the feedback that I get is that it's so helpful for people. And so I'm so happy about all of that. I'm trained in like sex and sexuality and eroticism. I have a degree in sexuality and I have a certification in eroticism. And I love it. I love expressing that side of me. I love talking about those things. I love being sexy. That's actually one of the reasons why I started my own coaching business, is because coaching for a different company, I was told that I was too sexy at one point. And I was like, dude, I love being sexy. I love exuding sex. I love talking about eroticism. It's such a beautiful expression of the human spirit, and it gets so suppressed in our society, and there's so much shame around sex and eroticism. I've had to work through a lot of my own shame, my own learned and ingrained shame in sex and eroticism. And I was also a victim of sexual assault a couple times in my life. And so I had to work through a lot of trauma in that area as well. And when we find healing in the realms of sex and eroticism, it is a new breath of fresh air. It is a freedom. It is an ownership of your body. It is authenticity. It is pleasure. You know, it is an entire realm ripe with transformation. And so I opened up an OnlyFans account. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of sexy, erotic things. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited about it. You should look me up on OnlyFans. And I also wanted to make sure that I had a platform where I wasn't going to get shut down, because on Instagram or YouTube, or other platforms such as that, you can have your platform get shut down as well. I also have a couple other things that are in the works, but aren't ready, aren't ready yet. So these are the things that are ready right now. Is my Love and Life podcast. This used to be Love Dripping from the Walls podcast. So if you look back into previous episodes, I have 5 seasons of episodes from 2019 to 2021. We did 5 seasons. And then, like I said, the Elizabeth Cunningham show was in 2022. And so you can also find that on podcast, and you can find that on YouTube as well. And now here we are in 2023, and we got the new branding of the Love and Life podcast. So let's go. Let's roll. Let's do this thing. There is also a way to message me on here. I haven't figured it out, but it says that there is a way that you can message me. And so if you are able to see the message button from your side, you should message me. You should message me. You should, I would love if you would ask me questions. I would love it if you would make requests. I would love it if you send me feedback, whether that be positive or neutral or negative feedback. I would love that. I would love to hear your thoughts, your perspectives. Let's talk about it. Let's make the Love and Life podcast collaborative and creative and fun. That is what I hope. That is my goal. That is my want. That is my wish. And I'm just going to be my incredibly goofy self along the journey. So strap in, get ready. And yeah, give me your feedback, or give me your questions, or give me your comments, and I will respond to them. Make sure that if you want to be named, say that you want to be named. If you want to remain anonymous, please say that you want to remain anonymous. I definitely want to respect your wishes and your oh my God. Oop, can't say it. You know what I'm talking about. Anonymity. That is the word. All right. Yeah, and I just want to say that my I'm excited. I'm excited to just be speaking to you. That's kind of my goal in having this podcast. It is to share knowledge, because that's what I do. But it's also just to connect. And so I would love it if you just consider this us having a little sit down at the kitchen table. I'm sitting at my kitchen table right now. I'm making some food, and my water is in the other room. I need to go get that. But I would love it if I'm going to have these conversations with the thought that you are just sitting here in the kitchen with me. You've asked me a question, and I'm just pouring some love onto you. That is my goal with this podcast. So I love you. I love you so much. And if no one's told you today, you're incredible. You are doing great. You are doing literally the best that you can with the circumstances in your life. And I am just so inspired, and I really admire that. I really admire that. And I'm so moved by who you are in the world, and your heart, and your compassion. So just thank you. Just thank you, and I love you. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's get to know each other. Let's have some fun and have some laughs, and we'll probably cry. I'll probably cry. That'll happen. All right. Talk soon, love. Thank you so much for joining me today. What are your takeaways? What is an action that you're going to take that will have this make a difference in your life? However small, take that action. Don't let this just be a good idea. Make that 1% shift in your life today to live more freely and authentically. If you'd like to learn more about my coaching, my classes, or the events that I host, check out my website at www.elizabethannecunningham.com. Until next time, keep loving.